Now playing. Get ready for the family reunion from hell. From the producers of the horror classic Evil Dead comes a brand new nightmare and the scariest installment yet. After her husband's mysterious passing, a widow seeks comfort with her in-laws in their secluded cabin in the woods. But as they one by one turn into something much more sinister, she discovers that every family has its demons. Evil Dead Burn. Now playing only in theaters. Rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent. Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why drivers have trusted Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. Just tell Progressive what you want to pay, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Visit Progressive.com to find a car insurance rate that works for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
There's no place to escape to.
This is the last podcast.
On the left. That's when the cannibalism started.
What was that?
Man, New York, baby.
New York City.
Woo!
Nothing bad happens here.
Can't kill New York, you stupid weather.
That's
God
right.
tried to kill New York, and then we beat God.
Sort of. You could really argue he won this one.
Well, Ridgewood did really well. Where I'm from was not touched by the storm, and we're doing really well just being drunk, eating food.
So did Williamsburg, so apparently God doesn't hate gays. That's very nice. So now we are recording.
Yes.
And that is Marcus, and then
Yes.
I am Ben, and then we got that guy over there that I'm looking at right now with a mustache and a cute face.
Big old New York Henry Zabrowski.
Big old New York Henry Zabrowski. Start spreading the news. Obama created Hurricane Sandy.
This is big.
This is what happened, ladies and gentlemen. Marcus, you're not sold yet on this subject.
I am not.
It all comes down...
because you have no vision. You are narrow of mind.
You don't know exactly how to search proper things on YouTube?
God damn it. It's ever since you converted him to this David Icke bullshit.
Reptilians did not cause this hurricane, however, so David Icke is wrong about that. It was Obama who was not technically a reptilian.
The big thing, I mean, unless he's a reptilian shadow puppet, like
he's
that's
a puppet, but he's
that's
not
a whole other thing.
We'll talk
There's a
about
lot of people. David Icke has two running theories about Barack Obama. He thinks that maybe that he's a full-on reptilian,
right?
But he could also possibly just be a shadow puppet of the reptilian agenda.
I'm going to go with shadow puppet, but that's fine. We're not here to talk about that
well,
right
it's just
now.
because you don't look at his head formation, though. This is what I read this online. You talk about he's got a very elongated shaped head, like a gray.
Yeah.
Right?
And Justin
and that
Tuck
may
as well.
be a racist thing that some people said on the internet, comparing his black head to an alien's head.
Sure.
But at the same time, if you look really closely for a very long time at a picture of Barack Obama, you can slowly but surely imagine the alien that lies underneath his skin.
That's right. That's telling him what to do. I can definitely see it scaly.
So today's episode, let's just start up. We haven't even introed.
Yeah.
So Hurricane Sandy, huh?
Yeah.
That's a news item.
That's your intro?
You do the intro.
Okay. So today, basically, we're going to be discussing weather patterns and weather activity that have gone on throughout history. Superstorms that have had impact on political situations, on just on other life situations.
And this is not necessarily paranormal, but it's important to understand that the more we research, it's an ever widening net of things that all connect back to what could be called the great work of the ages, which is the Freemasons' grand agenda for the human race.
Interesting.
And it could start from there
Right.
and lead all the way to here in the year 2012, Hurricane Sandy, right? Hurricane Sandy, devastating superstorm, Frankenstorm, it has been called.
Yeah.
A combination of many different fronts. Yes.
That's right. That's
but
right.
the thing is that I shaked my lighter at it. And it's supposed to be Frankenstein was afraid of fire.
That's
if
right.
you look at the lore of Frankenstein,
And if you-
which is also real.
That's right. That's right. And indeed, I think it's Frankenstorm because Obama and the Obama administration is Frankenstein, and they created the storm. They created the monster.
Yes.
And it all goes back to this little thing we have called HAARP. HHRP.
HAARP.
Yeah.
What is the
It's
thing?
High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program.
Now, I think we brought this up once before, or we tried to do a podcast on it and it was just too complicated.
I
maybe
think that might have
that's
been
the
it,
case.
yeah.
So I really got into this recently because I started looking up paranormal storms, because originally I was like, we'll do a whole episode about pirate ghosts.
It's
And then
raining
that's-
skulls and
that's
bizarre
really
eye
stupid.
patches.
It's just not real. That doesn't
Is that
happen.
a wooden leg that just fell from the sky?
Pirates were just canker-sore-ridden thieves.
I think
on
you fell
boats.
asleep while playing the end of Super Mario Brothers 3 or 2, whichever one.
That's
that
what
had
I
the-
did.
Two, okay.
I started researching about HAARP. Now, HAARP is it is a research facility in Alaska.
It's in Alaska.
Now, what I love about this, it's so deep, and it's just because it's very secret, because the government
it's not that
can't
secret.
let you know.
They give you yearly tours and they show you everything.
They have open weekend. It's like
They do have open weekend.
Because I remember, because Jesse Ventura showed up at the offices of HAARP, was like, "Let me in," and they're like, "No, not today. There's visiting days next week," which they do have. Yeah, anybody can just walk in there. But what this
I do that at the deli as soon as it gets closed. Let me in. And they're like, we're closed. And I'm like, what are you doing with the meat? What you doing with the meat in there, deli?
But so this research facility basically monitors the actions that happen in the ionosphere, which
Right.
is like the electronic halo that exists around the Earth.
Which technically doesn't have any effect on the weather. It's too high for that.
But you could see. But
that's where they drop the chem bombs, the chemical bombs.
no,
and
they
the-
do other things too.
Okay.
Where it's like what HAARP is a series of antennas that work the opposite of radio antennas, right? They send high frequency energy rays into the ionosphere and agitate it, right?
Okay.
They choose specific like. Imagine the Earth is in a fucking soup dumpling made out of electrons.
Second episode in a row that we have a soup dumpling reference, which I think doubles up any podcast in the history of podcasts.
Not just a reference, but an analogy.
Wow.
But this is appropriate. Imagine,
it's the
imagine
world-
Earth is the succulent ball of pork meat inside of a soup
Ooh,
dumpling.
I can
right?
get down with this.
And that the juice in the soup dumpling, the soup as it were,
What did you call
is
it?
the juice.
The juice. Okay.
That surrounds the meat in there, which is the Earth, is the actual atmosphere. But the thin line of delicious pasta dough that surrounds the outside of that's the ionosphere, right?
There
It
are some
protects
dry
us.
pussies listening to this right now. That is the talcum powder of pussy.
Not
right
unless they
there.
wanna be
Henry
with me.
saying juice.
If there are people that are if you are attracted to that, just send an email, because when it comes down to it, we will be together for the rest of our lives.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever sex you are.
Sure. That's right.
No, I'm not going to
So,
do this.
okay,
I'm not
so
gonna
the
do this.
Earth is the center of the dumpling. We got juices around.
Which is just the regular atmosphere, and the ionosphere is what keeps us safe from all of the energies coming in from space. It's this,
Okay.
it's this giant circle of electrons.
The radiation and such.
Yes. And what they do normally, using AM radio and various other things, is that you bounce a signal off the ionosphere and it goes to another location.
And this is how they spread right-wing propaganda.
This is how they spread right-wing propaganda. This is how we get Cheers reruns. It all goes up from the ionosphere and back.
Well, that's how AM radio works versus FM. FM is a direct type of signal,
Yes.
whereas AM at night, you can sometimes get radio signals from hundreds of thousands of miles away.
Which is
Really?
why Coast to Coast
Yeah.
has a gigantic
So,
audience.
Yeah.
real quick, how did AM end up losing this FM-AM war?
Sound quality.
Sound
Oh,
quality.
okay, sound-
yeah. But
Which I
so
guess
what
you don't
HAARP
need
does-
if you're on fucking Rush Limbaugh or Coast to
No,
Coast.
no, because
they
they're-
don't need good sound quality on Coast to Coast.
Oh, no. It's a step up from ham radio.
They don't pay
Okay.
attention to the levels.
Right.
Because I can just imagine the basketball size, mic guard that Alex.
Oh, my God.
What's his name? Needs.
Well, I don't have any money for lunch. I guess I'll just take this big turkey leg for my microphone. Oh.
George Norrie just talking with the microphone in his mouth. But
So we're on the
what
outside
HAARP
of the
does,
dumpling.
What the HAARP does is it shoots a very high-powered frequency into the ionosphere and agitates it. Because the idea is the research center is supposed to be there to help improve communications during solar flares.
Okay.
And so what they do is they artificially create solar flares in the ionosphere and basically trying to figure out like how can we make communication clearer. But what they're also finding is like there's many different things that could be linked into it. They have something about like 200 different patents all listed under the covert operation that is HAARP. It's super because what they're trying to do is they're trying to improve submarine communication because submarine communication uses this special frequency because they can't use electricity because they're underground.
Right, so they use sonar
They
now.
use sonar, but they bounce it off the ionosphere,
Right.
and they're trying to figure out a clearer way to do that. But what they're also discovering
Or the
is
bread of the dumpling.
yes,
This is good. I wish I had you as my science teacher, by the way, because he's speaking my language. If you could relate everything science related to a food.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
I can't
science
wait
is
for...
for fat kids.
Yeah, exactly.
That's for the fat kids. You can't throw a ball, but you can get ladies by being a
That's
millionaire. You've invented a new dildo plastic.
Ooh, it's Pizza and Helium Tuesdays. I think I'll be there.
Boy, the man that figured out silicone was better than rubber.
Absolutely.
Apparently, I'm more of a dildo scientist than you guys are. Jesus fucking Christ. By the
don't
way,
know
we're
what-
brought to you now by AdamandEve.com.
Are we?
Really?
Yeah.
We got sponsorship?
Yeah.
Did you wait to tell us until now on purpose?
Yeah.
You fucking dickhead! Yeah! We getting paid for this. Fuck you. Shut it down.
Then this is the best part. Is that that's why I mean I have a butt plug up inside me right
And
now.
can I
That's what
have
helps
it?
me do
That's
for
one of
the
my
podcast. That's what helps me be funny.
And that's one of my favorite Adam and Eve bump.
I'm constantly on the verge of prostate orgasm.
But if you go to AdamandEve.com and you input the code CCR at checkout, we get a little cut of your dildo money.
Hell yeah!
Great. Yeah. Great news. Wow. All right. Well, let's go back.
So buy
here to
some
the-
dildos and jam them up inside of yourself.
Don't die,
would.
though. We get blamed for that, too.
So this is really complicated. It's really hard to explain. But what they've discovered is that when you shoot that frequency up into the ionosphere, is that you can bend it. Or what they're afraid of is if you do too much, is that you'll break it. And because the Earth turns and it's a single
Are we still
beam,
talking about butt dildos here?
but they're basically saying that like if you bend it in specific situations where there's already like a lot of like this is where weather
lot of
manipulation
energy
is a part of it, like already
yeah.
up going
Right.
on, is that you can move air drifts into each other like strategically and
Okay.
create an artificial hurricane, and that's part of where this idea came from. And on InfoWars, they're very upset with Barack Obama because they're
Right.
pretty certain that this very coincidental appearance of Hurricane Sandy week before election will push it his way because it's going to be harder for older people to leave their houses to go vote,
Well, you have
which is
that.
Romney's like bread and butter because
And-
he's a piece of shit of the past.
With Romney wanting to cut FEMA, funding for FEMA and stuff
Yep.
like that, that really got highlighted.
What an
And
idiot.
He's an absolute putz. Barack Obama definitely used this for his benefit. And as we were talking about on yesterday's
But this is going to
Top
come
Hat,
out after the election anyway, so we'll see what the
We'll see if we're accurate. Although it will be.
This is going to go on
undecided
for
still.
weeks and weeks.
Yes,
This election.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But with Libya, I was like, it wasn't with the ambassador being killed. Not a conspiracy. Obama didn't benefit. Hurricane Sandy, you can't argue that he did not benefit. So
Yeah.
it fits right in there with the conspiracy theory. And this weather pattern just came out 2 weeks ago. Or no, 2 weeks ago, everyone's like, it's going to be a great weekend. The New York City Marathon was still on.
Oh, yeah.
They were all ready to go. All of a sudden,
Fuck the
out of the
marathon.
clear blue sky, out of the clear blue sky, literally comes Hurricane Sandy, which is it a coincidence? Or did
yes.
Obama? Yes. No, that's the right answer. That's the right answer. But let's go see what Hong Kong has to say about it.
There's just, but then they lump a lot of stuff into that too. Also, HAARP is there. There's a lot of people who believe so. The human brain creates waves that
Right.
go from 4 megahertz to 100 megahertz, like in our heads, right? Those are what our thoughts are.
And
They
of course,
operate at that level.
That's why it hurts when you think so much. Adam and Eve.
Can we have a moment
For your
of
butt
silence for how bad that was?
No, it wasn't that bad with the megahertz. Okay, but I did not think it was that bad, so I'll give you your moment.
But they do believe that a part of what HAARP is capable of, they create these like ultra low frequency waves, and a part of things they put. There's a great website called IlluminatiWatch.com, which we got to put up on the Facebook page, which is really cool. The way they break down this like one thing where there's all these studies that show that that guys who work in electrical cables that like run from these like ultra low frequency, like basically working electric cables, coming off these electric cables, this ultra low frequency sort of energy waves that make these people super depressed. And they say there's a spiking suicide rate in these people who work on super high-powered electrical lines.
Really?
Right? And that what they believe a part of what HAARP can do, which they've talked openly, including weather manipulation, which is a very, like, they've talked about since 1967, knowing that they can manipulate the weather. Dubai actively does it. Dubai made jungles within the desert using HAARP-like antennas in order to steal moisture from one area.
Let's just continue on because I think it's interesting. So they
once Dubai comes into it,
there's a lot of stuff in there.
No, it's interesting though. So they can control the weather enough to change actual like life on Earth, or is it just more? Because I always thought they used it for more like defensive reasons. Because I know
it's for both.
They've been studying if you see a hurricane beginning, you could literally drop a bomb into it or a whole bunch of different things and try to disperse the weather pattern, which seems like a rational thing that we should be able to do.
We got a shit ton of nukes.
We did it
I don't
in
know if
Vietnam.
you nuke the hurricane. You don't just nuke everything, Texas, Marcus.
But
Texas.
We got to do something with them.
They actively did it in Vietnam, during Vietnam. That was a big thing. That's why they talk about like why we did not consider Vietnam like a loss and why we never considered it a war, because they were like, hey, we can have a whole bunch of exercises done. Wow, I just hit I just burped and hit this thing all at once inside of myself. I am not a reputable source of information. First of all, I just want to put that out there.
I think you have to burp a couple of times when you're talking about HAARP and weather conspiracy theories, without a doubt. Otherwise, you are not.
But we did. We created rainstorms over Vietnam,
right?
As a part of a weather manipulation, like weapons program. And what they're saying now,
so we just gave them like great crops for the summer.
No, we used it. We created a thunderstorm that destroyed this whole supply area. We destroyed a bunch of farms. Like we apparently generated we generated a flood that created like total chaos in their farming system, and we did that as an experiment.
Right.
But what they're also saying HAARP is capable of is that using special low frequencies that match our human brains. They said that HAARP can make something like super low frequencies is like an offshoot of like the super high power beam they shoot up.
Okay.
It creates like low frequency all over the place. And what they're discovering is that they can like target it and suppress a people into like being depressed, into being inactive and being unable to fight. And they're starting to say that they're going to use it on America, that they use it on us in order to manipulate our brains.
And so this is like all electronical. There's no actual tangible thing, right? Because I know there was that one bomb that we were using in the military that we were going to use in the Middle East that made everybody really homosexual. It made them like really, really
the gay bomb.
The gay bomb.
Yeah, and it's great. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
the
it's
best
a wonderful
part about
gay.
that,
I mean, it hits Soho
take
every
a gay
single
bomb.
weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it. Maybe it's already here.
I just take a gay bomb, I put it in a pillow, I sit on it for an hour, it pops open, and then I go to Metro and I have a great time. I got my roller skate wheels are just worn down.
Metropolitan Bar, a great gay bar here in Williamsburg.
Not even wheels anymore, just squares.
Just squares.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
It doesn't matter, I don't need them anymore because I'm always sitting on a penis.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one website platform that helps you stand out online. Yes, that's right. You don't have to smash your face with a hammer. You can just start a business. It's got everything you need on Squarespace, from securing your domain to building a professional site and showcasing your work all in one place. Let's say you want to show everybody how you can carve your ribs out of your lower abdomen so that you look more like a Ken doll. That's amazing. You can bring your vision to life with AI-powered design or curated templates, plus flexible editing tools that helps you create something that truly reflects your style, especially if you are somebody that is trying to corrupt the young men of America. That's what Squarespace is really going to help you. Squarespace makes it easy. It makes it easy for you to put all that together, and you just go to Squarespace and do it all. Thanks, Braden. Head to squarespace.com/left for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code LEFT to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Hey there, everybody. Is your cell phone bill too much money? Are you getting that bill and you're like, hey, what is this? I can't believe for what? For 5G? Are you crazy right now? $100? I don't even barely got any bars when I'm just sitting in my living room, okay? You don't have to deal with that anymore. Are you ready for this? $15 a month. That's right, $15 a month on Mint Mobile. Yeah, baby. Get their wireless plan because they're just sitting there on the T-Mobile 5G network and it's just $15. Your whole life, you're just paying all this money every month. You're like, why? Where's it going? It's going to these phone companies that are robbing you. So go to Mint Mobile. Let them help you talk to your mom. So get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month. Go to mintmobile.com/LPOTL. That's mintmobile.com/LPOTL. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/LPOTL. That's it. There's no catch. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, $180 for 12 months. Plan required, $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when the network is busy. Includes up to 20 gigabytes hotspot. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com.
It's obvious we love true crime, but it does make us feel a little paranoid about what's out there, as it should. And that's why it's so important to get a home security system that gives you peace of mind. With SimpliSafe, you can stop crimes before they even start using their AI-powered cameras to identify threats on your property and alert US-based live agents to take action. Like arriving in a helicopter in the night, coming down from the helicopter, zipping down and breaking through the windows with their big axes, and going through the house, ripping through the walls, finding the criminals. It's easy to do. SimpliSafe has been a game changer for us. And the best part, there's no long-term contract. We've used it since the very early days of SimpliSafe here at LPN, and it keeps us safe, doesn't it? It keeps all of our thoughts inside the building. Then there's the ones we let out because they have to go out because that's a part of it. But SimpliSafe keeps the other thoughts safe. And for that, we say thank you, SimpliSafe. And we want you to experience the same peace of mind as we, which is why we've partnered with SimpliSafe to offer an exclusive discount to all of our listeners. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/LPOTL. That's half off at simplysafe.com/LPOTL. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
This is really interesting stuff. So they're going to be able to make everybody very sad, but I guess you could use it for more of a positive thing if you want to. Like if you're in Alaska, I would assume people are relatively depressed there. The cold season, it's dark for 30 days and 30 nights.
Yeah.
It would be nice if you had a population that could be a little bit more enthused, so they could use it for positive reasons as well, right?
It can only depress us.
It can never make you happy.
No, because that's what they're saying is that these ultra low frequencies like get hooked up in your brain and basically slow you down.
And so, but I mean, there must be a way to reverse it then. I mean, I guess why would the
sweet cocaine?
Well, yeah,
rock and roll music.
We've been trying to do it in Mexico for years.
Katy
and they just
Perry's breasts.
Oh, she'll make anybody happy.
All
Jesus
that.
Christ.
Yeah, it affects that. The low
Although
frequency.
I don't know if Katy Perry would be very good in the old bedroom, but we can talk about that later.
That's more of a page 7.
That's more of a page, and then we don't tread on other people's territory.
Yeah, we try not to.
Which is
we don't do that. We stay in one area.
So, is there any evidence that they've used this sort of technology yet to suppress people? Or is this still just
absolutely not? No, of course, no evidence. What evidence? This is the government we're talking about.
Hey, man,
it's covered up, man.
Do you think this is a cover-up?
These are 9 to 5 office workers every day who spend the whole day getting good benefits, covering up the crazy shit that we do in the Middle East.
Well, man, I mean, it really makes a lot of sense.
No, it really does.
Yeah, I mean, do we do it to Seattle? It rains all the time there. Everyone's very depressed there.
But we got grunge music, and that was a big thing for the government. They were so excited because what people didn't know is that George Bush Sr. was very angsty.
He was
and the
angsty.
whole time he sat in office, he's like, how do we depress the people so that I can just get some good old-fashioned music that matches my fucking mood?
Yeah,
it's true.
Too many people feeling the noise.
Yeah, feeling the
funk. Too many people going to Paradise City.
I mean, the 80s.
Too many people eating cherry pie.
I want a song called Rape Me.
That's right. It makes a lot of sense. In the 80s, everyone was voting crazy, doing cocaine, having a great time, trying to vote multiple times. Early 90s, suppress the vote. No one who's depressed wants to go vote for somebody they already hate.
Yeah.
It's a very good strategy. It didn't really work for him, so maybe that's why it hasn't been done yet. Again.
Yes.
Interesting.
But
I love
there's
these
a
weather
lot
patterns.
to it. But I mean, the big thing is that it's just very covert, and there's a lot of conspiracy theories you can shove in there because no one knows what the fuck it does.
Right.
Like I just said a bunch of words that mean nothing to me.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
that
don't know
means.
how you remembered all of that.
Because I watched a bunch of stuff on it. I've been reading about it for months, but then I just like how it just fits into the overall sort of like it could be a part of a grand plan. Because there's also a lot of people. Again, on InfoWars, talked a lot about this. This was really interesting. That the World Bank, they're saying the IMF came out and said that we're not going to give certain countries loans who don't figure out how to lower their population by a certain year. And that is also a gigantic NWO like agenda point, where it's like you have to lessen the population of the Earth because then it's easier to control. And then part of that is that, and another thing you can do is you can get people used to a certain level of horrible living by suppressing their thoughts, using low frequency energy waves.
I mean, it's a great point. You can't really argue with it.
I mean, you can. You can.
Yeah, of course, of course.
You
And
would
I
just
was,
go like,
and I was gonna, but I don't think I need
I mean,
to.
when it comes down to it, like, what are you going to say? Well, because the only argument you have to do is, no, that's not true. And you're like, you're right.
It's probably not true, but you could argue a smaller population is going to be easier to control, and a suppressed people are going to be much, much easier to control. So if they have this technology, and if you're in power, there is no reason for you not to use it. The
If
pros
you really
way
like being
outweigh
in
the
power,
cons.
if you
and that's what
really-
they love to be. That's why
love
they're there.
being president.
Right.
Being president makes your dick so hard, it
Super
makes your
hard.
balls hard.
Oh yeah,
You know?
It's-
You want to be president.
That's actually cancer. That's testicular cancer.
Yes,
so if you're
absolutely.
a president and you have really hard balls right now, get it checked out.
Barack Obama, I hope your balls are soft.
They're fine. Oh, I'm sure they're
I
wonderful.
love him, though. At the same time, I really just don't trust. I like him.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I mean, I still he's a diseased individual whose own ego makes him a monster.
Sure.
But that's also us.
Exactly.
So I'm
It's
fine
also
with it.
David,
I
we were
like you, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about David Icke. He proclaimed to be the son of Jesus. And
He
now
has a lot of stuff going on.
He goes and he's like, these
He
people
dialed
just
it
want
back.
power. It's like, well, you claim to be the Christ child.
I just think he had a lot of I think he really got into a bunch of candy, a bunch of Halloween candy, and he was all jacked up by the sugar. And then he was like, "Wow, I'm sorry." I'm sorry.
I mean,
time for David to go to bed.
I will say,
He
if you're
puts on his sleeping cap. It's got reptiles all over it. And he goes to sleep in a race car bed.
He's got one of those carousels over, just little reptiles.
Ding, ding, dong, ding, dong, ding. We love you, David. That's the whole thing. He's just lost an iguana when he was a child, and he's been ever since then. He's been crazy about it.
It's very sad. Do you know, because the YouTube clip that I saw, when it came down to Hurricane Sandy, they said that they were doing these things called chemical dumps, which were shifting the hurricane. And then the lady also mentioned infrasonic undulation, which I just love that word. Infrasonic
That's
undulation.
HAARP.
And that is HAARP
That's
doing
HAARP.
that.
That's what they're talking about.
Oh, very
And that's
interesting.
where that would be HAARP manipulated the atmosphere in order to allow gusts to like shift again. Basically, they moved the nor'easter in,
Nor'easter, which
and
is
they
coming in
moved
on
the
Wednesday.
hurricane in,
Yeah.
and they moved that cold front in. That
Yeah.
made it so gigantic, which shut down our financial system. And you know that those crooked motherfuckers down there are burning boxes of files in the dark every night because that's
Jesus,
what they
man.
do.
I don't have your fucking money, dude.
Listen, bro.
Henry,
There's
I've got
not
it.
just one
Marcus, will
fucking
you
Madoff.
give me-
You put down my drumstick.
Jesus Christ.
You waving that thing around like you're the fucking Wizard of Oz.
And who's to say I'm not?
I
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. It's just a fat man in a reptilian shirt. I'm wearing my reptilian shirt.
I love your reptilian
yeah.
shirt. But no, I mean, of course, we can change subjects to something slightly more historical. But the real issue here is climate change, and that's what we need to address. The oceans are rising. We should probably do something
Yeah,
about
well, I've got something to
We
refute that.
literally must do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have to. This is getting very serious.
It's really bad. New York was almost destroyed.
Right.
Yeah.
New York is so much more important than most of the rest of the world.
that. It is the only important place in America.
Don't let New York get destroyed.
Yeah.
Washington was close, and that would have been fucking cool.
Yeah.
Because then we would actually seen the shadow government.
Yes.
But there is
But that's why it avoided
crawling out of their
Washington. They
hidey
set it
holes.
up.
But a big section of HAARP is funded by black ops, and that is true. And that is black operations and the black budget is all stuff that Congress is even allowed to read about. It's super top secret, and there is a part of it. And HAARP is a big thing. Is the Defense Department runs like a quarter of HAARP. So it's like HAARP has got like all the scientists like doing legitimate sort of like environmental science that other people have misgivings about because they're afraid what it will do to the ionosphere. They're afraid that like big spikes in energy is that they'll literally poke a hole in the ionosphere and then fuck everything up for us. But then the government also is partially researching how you can pinpoint making holes in the ozone using HAARP-like material,
which
over
is
our,
used
like,
to
enemy
release
countries.
greenhouse gases and stuff
Yes.
as well. They're trying to use it to alleviate some of those. And also,
No. They try to use it to let in harmful sun rays onto countries that we hate.
like a magnifying glass,
Yes.
sort of a larger magnifying glass.
They
on an
get
anvil.
cancer.
And they get cancer.
It's a long game.
It is a long game. They would probably just die of cancer anyway, or a random shelling or a
So,
suicide bomber.
There's
but-
a bunch of it that's like there's a bunch of it that we'll never understand, and then there's a bunch of stuff that's like really interesting that they're making. The other thing is also how to create nuclear type blasts using not radioactive material, using energy from the sun, and that's another thing, like harnessing, like making a mini hole immediately in the atmosphere and then creating a gigantic explosion using pure sun rays.
I think that's and really
That's insane.
It's brilliant, and basically, it just also comes down to the fact that HAARP is just a wonderful acronym for a villainous super demon group that wants to take over the world.
If I was in charge of HAARP, I would like shave my head. I'd wear a gold like zip up suit with like you know a turtleneck on it and like with a lizard on my shoulder, just being like everything is fine.
Yeah, with a picture of yourself that just says,
welcome to HAARP. We do the most wonderful things.
You turn around, it's just a large photo of yourself.
Do not into the basement. There's nothing for you in the basement. See my shiny globules. Ew, he's got the funniest lava lamps
gross.
in here.
Is that a fucking Puma jumpsuit? I'm gonna buy it. I love this place. The gift shop was amazing. That was the only place we were allowed to go to, but it was amazing. I got a snow globe.
I got a snow globe.
I got a real snow in there.
Look, it's got a Mac store and it's got
so good.
it's got a Gucci store where they sell little dogs. It's Gucci and dogs.
Gucci and dogs are my favorite two things.
Yes, welcome to HAARP. I hope you enjoy your shopping day.
Gucci and dogs is probably the greatest store of all time that needs to open up immediately. That is a recession-proof store. Honey, I want to go to Gucci and dogs. I just got you a fucking Gucci and I just got you a fucking dog.
Shut up! Shut up, Lindsay! I can't be going out buying you fucking dogs and fucking pigs all the live long fucking day!
This dog's shed. It's got poop all over its butt. I want a new dog. Marcus, do you have actual stories about real storms that existed?
As soon as I calm down from Gucci and dogs.
Gucci and dogs. We've got dogs. And Gucci.
But we're talking about superstorms here. Mm-hmm. I've got this book.
Storms.
Is that an eye patch?
The deadliest storm in history. Galveston, Texas, 1900.
Now this is Marcus is bringing his power of storytelling into last podcast.
That's right.
So envision the smell of the briny ocean. Imagine the winds blowing through your hair. And enjoy the story of the superstorm
And Henry,
of Galveston.
because it is Galveston, put some fart noises in every now and again. There it is.
So all of this is from a book called Isaac Storm. It was written by Eric Larson, the same guy who
Is
wrote...
that a Jew thing?
Huh?
It's not a Jew thing,
not a
Henry.
Jew
Why
thing.
with you and the Zionist agenda? Leave him alone. Jesus.
My girlfriend said the same thing.
Because it's Isaac Storm. It's like Isaac Storm. Oh,
It is.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Nordic and Jewish last name.
Yeah, it does. Well, his last name is Klein.
Oh, it is a Jewish thing.
How does that make you feel, Henry?
Pretty satisfied.
Good.
Yeah, good. This book was written by the same guy who wrote Devil in the White City, which fucking
one.
fantastic. It is the reason why it's called Isaac Storm. It's the central character is a man named Isaac Klein, who was the chief weather
Jew.
bureau officer in Galveston, Texas at the time.
Was he Jewish? I just have to know now.
No,
He wasn't Jewish, so we can just get off of it. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
he wasn't Jewish. Okay.
All right.
So we're going to start in January of 1900, in which this storm took place in September. In January of 1900, a self-styled weather prophet, Professor Andrew Jackson DeVoe of Chattanooga, Tennessee, issued a long-range forecast.
What happened, Marcus?
Keep going.
You're pull it through.
Okay. Issued a long-range forecast.
What happened?
He loves this story.
I mean, he must. It's a long. He issued a long-winded
Welcome
forecast.
to HAARP.
Now I'm looking for Gucci's and dogs. You got a Gucci and dogs and HAARP.
You pushed my tickle button earlier. I can't turn it off.
Unpush it.
He issued a
long-winded message. Okay, we brought this far. Well, you're going to be a great father. Your kid's not going to fall asleep until 4 a.m.
He issued a long-range forecast for the year in his lady's birthday.
He issued a long-winded forecast. He issued a long-winded forecast in his lady's birthday almanac, which is an amazing almanac to have. All right. And what did the forecast say, Marcus?
He predicted that September would be hot and dry throughout the northern states. On the 9th, he wrote, a great cyclone will form over the Gulf of Mexico and move up the Atlantic coast, causing very heavy rains from Florida to Maine from 10th to 12th.
Now, this is
And
about
happy
the same
birthday,
time.
Vivian.
Now, this is also this is around the time when they thought cigarettes were good for your teeth,
Right.
And that top hats would keep you from being picked
Right.
up by hawks.
Yeah.
And tobacco was the cure after you got raped.
Yes.
And this is they were starting to figure out meteorology at the time, specifically hurricane science, as the Cubans were at the forefront of it.
Yeah, because they had the sandwiches and the cigars.
It's because they got hit
We
with
need more
hurricanes
pickles. We
all
need
the
more
time.
Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
Why do they have New York accents?
Oh, no, that was a Texas accent.
Hey, muy Cuban? I don't know.
However, they were quite wrong, and they said, the coast of Texas is, according to the general laws of the motion of the atmosphere, exempt from West India hurricanes, and the two which have reached it followed an abnormal path, which can only be attributed to causes known in meteorology as accidental.
Goblins in balloons.
Yes. Two things I love the most.
And so, of course, the storm was running through Cuba on its way to Galveston, Texas, which, by the way, Galveston is an island that is 30 miles off the coast of Texas near Houston.
Yeah.
Horrible place to put
You know, a
city.
bunch of Cubans try to hang on to the trees that were flying through the air in order to get over to America.
Yeah. That's how they did it. Little
and
Eli
Elian
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Yeah, good. I'm happy that's our go-to Cuban.
And at the time, Galveston, Texas was known as the New York of Texas.
Wow,
I'm
which
serious.
made it the Minnesota of Texas.
Because it was a very much a metropolitan area. There were brothels everywhere.
their
We got
lively theater
shoes.
scene.
There were restaurants with French chefs everywhere.
That's where Gucci and Dogs started. But then it was just a horse named Gucci and a
Right.
couple of dogs.
Well, it was a very rich area. It was very cosmopolitan. However,
I mean, it wasn't. Can we just all admit that it wasn't?
however, did you read the book?
They had one
Did you
toilet.
read the book?
No.
So, the Cubans, this storm is coming through. It was a cyclone when it was on its way to Cuba. And at the time, Cuba and the United States were in a bit of a tiff over telegraph wires. And
United
so,
States sounds like a great meat shop.
yeah, it does.
Yeah, I want to go there. I'm hungry.
What are you
And-
going to get?
And
Steaks.
and so when the Cubans wired us and said, "Hey, there's a big fucking storm coming," America went,
They farted all over the idea.
"Fuck you." However,
Stick to your sandwiches and your cigars there, Cuba. And by the way, send some of those sandwiches and cigars over.
so the storm starts to hit Galveston, slowly but surely. Children found the storm nothing but delightful.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because sometimes when I imagine a big storm, I imagine a big woman's butt
Really?
slowly rolling over onto the city. Is that weird?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
no, that's totally normal.
That's
You would be
kinda-
a great weatherman.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's kind of true.
Yeah, I was just
I like
imagining
that.
two big butt cheeks just coming on down.
And
just slowly laying on down.
you're just sticking your tongue out and wanting to get a sweet drop.
Oh, I
Yeah.
want to catch a snowflake.
Yeah.
Catch a snowflake out of one of them butts. Which is just a little bit of poop.
Well, they have been Hurricane Irene and now Hurricane Sandy, so they are feminine. That's very
They
true.
are.
Interesting.
So, the day goes on. The storm grows stronger. Winds are up to 50 miles an hour. Flooding is coming from the seas. It is said a man told a tale in which he came home, and when he arrived at home, he was surprised there wasn't any dinner.
I think that's just a wonderful story. That's a great Texas story. Marcus, are you Texas tired right now? Which I was talking to Marcus yesterday. He was very drunk the other day, and I said, you weren't drunk, you were just Texas tired.
Yeah, that's my new thing. I'm Texas tired. I'm not Texas tired, no. And now the storm gets serious.
Uh-oh.
This is at a time, remember, in the 1900s, late 1800s, early 1900s, when man was at its most arrogant. Oh yes. Dear Lord, nothing can take us down. We're in a building made of wood.
Well, I have constructed a house told to me by God.
And
There's no way a wind will come. Winds are for birds. Only a cat would be afraid of a wind.
Wow, we're not cats.
Hey, Spencer! Mr. Lord shouted from across the room.
His name is Mr. Lord?
Mr. Lord. I've just counted, and there are 13 men in this room. Spencer laughed. Other diners joined in, glad for the relief the laughter provided. You can't frighten me, Spencer shouted. I'm not superstitious. Spencer and Lord died instantly. When a powerful gust of wind tore off the building's roof and heavy printing press material from upstairs smashed them all. 3 others died with them. 5 other men were badly hurt. 1 man dispatched a waiter to find a doctor. The waiter drowned.
I love the idea of a waiter drowning.
That's my big thing is that in terms of social hierarchy, waiters first to go.
You think so?
Yeah. Waiters got to go, and then homeless people.
So waiters homeless. Where does a bartender fall into that? I feel like the bartender lives,
waiters,
right?
Homeless, the mayor.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
Then doctors.
Sure.
Police officers.
Nurses
bodega men.
Oh, come on.
That's 7th on the list.
That's
7th on the list.
Right.
Dogs.
Oh, come on.
Then comedians.
Well, that's about right.
All right.
I would just completely flip that on its head.
And now it gets creepy.
Comedians need to die first. Nothing's funnier than a comedian dying.
Someone's got to tell the story.
Yeah, terribly. And as if they were important in it.
By the time Isaac got home, the water in his yard was waist deep, and wherever an object protruded from the water, there were toads, tiny ones, dozens. Every little board, every little splinter had about 20 or 50 toad frogs on it. Excuse me, I have to start that over. Every little board, every little splinter had about 20 or 50 toad frogs on it, one witness remembered. I never seen so many toad frogs in all the days of my life.
Wow, what a day. What an exciting day for you.
Oh, my God, that's a 20 toad frog day.
I counted up to a number I don't even know how to count to, so I just started over again. It was
got to be something better than 20, which may as well be a goddamn million.
God, if I know, I did 23 times I counted it.
Yeah. And this is when things start to get serious.
Oh, wow.
I thought things just got serious.
No,
that when the
things
person
got
died
creepy.
with the printing press and the waiter drowned.
No, this one things get really serious because those are all assholes.
Okay.
I'll bring you to your desserts. Oh, no, here comes the floodwaters.
The only gay in Galveston. I love this job.
He was a goddamn good waiter, but I swear there's something queer about that waiter.
Yes. Very smart young boy.
Now, this story is a house with 17 people in it, families and whatnot. The water rose high onto the second floor. Gusts of wind moving at speeds possibly as great as 150 miles an hour penetrated deep into the house. Palmer held tight to his son and braced his back against the bathroom door.
And then he was buried deep inside his son.
Interesting. Nothing to do with the storm.
His wife, May, hugged his neck with all her strength. Beams fractured. Glass broke. Lumber ricocheted among the walls of the hallway outside the bath. The front half of the house tore loose. The Bokers stood in the bedroom holding each other close as the wind peeled the house away. The bedroom disintegrated. The water rose. The Palmers climbed onto the lip of the bathtub. Judson clapped his left hand to the shower rod and held Lee circled in his right arm.
Is this Penthouse Forums?
Yeah, I'm getting hard.
Yeah, if the house is replaced with a woman's clothes, I'm like, this is going to be hot.
Yeah, every time you peel off a layer of the house to reveal its bolsterous hot nipples.
Surprisingly sensitive in the storm season.
The house trembled.
I'm getting uncomfortable.
Is obviously masturbating while writing this.
And eased off its elevated foundation. It settled in deeper water. The water was up to Palmer's neck. The roof stood up and fell upon the family. They went under the water together. Yeah. Palmer came up alone.
Dripping with cum.
You know, I rip around in the bed, You might actually not be surprised by this, but I'm a restless sleeper. I roll back and forth like an alligator with a wounded deer. But something's changed in my house, and it's thanks to Boll and Branch. You know, people keep their bedding way longer than they should. It's because people are afraid of change. Not me. I burn my sheets once a week, but I don't need to, because Boll and Branch's signature organic cotton sheets, pillows, blankets, and comforters are all designed to be breathable, incredibly soft. They get better over time. Start with the signature sheets. You're going to buy 2 sets so you can rotate them. Come on, you're going to want to. The moment you get into bed, you'll notice a difference. I know I did. I just got fresh from the bath. I was fully lotioned. And sliding into those sheets kind of felt like, to be honest, I felt like the luckiest pasta filling in the whole world. All right, they're really good. You will like them. You will feel like a brand new laid chicken. Which is, we're all going for it. Just trying to be a hot chick again. Sleep cooler this summer with Boll and Branch during their annual summer event. For a limited time, get 20% off site-wide at bollandbranch.com/left with code LEFT. That's Boll and Branch, BOLLAND branch.com/left. Code LEFT to take 20% off. bollandbranch.com/left, code LEFT. Exclusions apply.
It's summertime, baby. And you know what that means. You're going to go to Quince and you're going to get yourself some new clothes. Something happened to me by accident recently. I had a nice little Quince mistake. It was Father's Day, and we wanted to get Julie's dad something nice, so naturally we went to Quince. We looked around, and we were like, oh, look at this 100% organic cotton mesh stitch button-up sweater polo. I think Bob's really going to like this. So we get it, and we buy it, and then you know what happened? A little fudge, a little mistake. Accidentally sent it to our house instead of Bob's house. Julie's like, oh, I'll just get a refund from Quince and we'll mail Bob another one. I was like, oh, okay, that sounds nice. But, you know, maybe I should just see it first. She pulls it out. I was like, whoa, look at that. It's like a button-down polo with nice little holes in it. It's breathable. It's not bad. You know, I think I'm going to wear this to Jazz Fest this weekend. Wore it to Jazz Fest. Got 3 comments. One was by a lady. Not bad, Quince. So get your hiney over to quince.com and treat yourself good and feel good. Look good this summer. Make your summer wardrobe easier. Go to quince.com/last for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. It gets hot up there. That's QUINCE.com/last for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/last. Look like a prince in your Quince, you jerks. All right, I know what you're thinking. I like to go banking, but I don't want to give to these big old banks all the time that cater to the 1%. Well, go ahead and get yourself hooked up with Chime. It's banking built for you, not just those rich jerks. And they got thousands of fee-free ATMs because why pay to get your own money? Chime is working for you, man. You get your Chime card, you're going to get travel perks, you're going to get into airport lounges, you're going to get those chicken thighs. You know, every time I go to an airport lounge, I get chicken thighs. And you know what I say whenever I see a plate of chicken thighs? Give me more. Chime's going to get you those chicken thighs in these lounges, all right? Sure, they could serve other types of meat, but why would you when chicken thighs are so delicious? Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today. Head to chime.com/left. That's chime.com/left. It only takes a few minutes to sign up. Chime is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services for Chime Card provided by Chime's bank partners. Optional products and services may have fees or charges. Stated cashback for Chime Prime only. No minimum balance required. Checking account ranking based on JD Power Survey published October 20th, 2025. For more information on travel perks, go to chime.com/disclosures.
And now, a story from
Another
the
one.
I make all my 6 toes.
I'm sorry, what's that, Henry?
I just make all my sex toys out of old pumpkins. So this is my favorite time of year, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead on AdamandEve.com and use that coupon, and I'm going to get a...
Sure.
CCR.
Yeah.
At checkout.
What's your favorite sex toy to make out of a pumpkin?
God, fucking fake pussy. You just carve a hole in a pumpkin.
Seems easy, yeah. Yeah, not the most creative, but
A very, very easy one.
and the best, best use of a pumpkin, I suppose, if you
I'm
want to
not
fuck
good
it.
at arts and crafts.
Sure. Anyway,
So this is...
so children are involved here.
And as the night goes on, we check in with the orphanage.
Ooh.
The 10 sisters who ran the place herded all 93 children into the chapel. Sister M. Camillus Tracy, 31 years old, the mother superior, ordered the other children to tie links of clothesline to the youngest children, then tie one end around their waists. They formed chains of 6 to 8 children each, roped together like miniature climbing parties. A few older children, among them Will Murney, Albert Campbell, and Francis Bolnovic, remained free. Sister Camillus led the children in hymns.
Because they were fat and pimply, and everyone hated them.
Sister
No
Camillus...
one wanted to be tied to them.
Well, the storm won't take those ones. They're chubby as fuck.
She led the children in hymns, including the children's favorite, Queen of the Waves.
How does that go?
Queen of the waves, all the queen.
That's nice. I like that song.
I seem to know that like theme. I didn't know that was the original theme of that.
Yeah, that's where the jingle comes from.
Yeah, it's
Interesting. So these kids are all tied up like they're piggies getting led through a farm.
The water rose. The children felt the concussion of each breaker as it struck the front of the building. The sisters drew the children to the girls' dormitory at the back of the building, away from the beach. They heard the crash of wood and brick behind them as the boys' dormitory fell into the gulf. The storm advanced through the building quickly and systematically, as if hunting the children. The chapel disappeared. Windows shattered. Hallways rose and fell like drawbridges. The children sang. The sea and wind burst into the dormitory.
Whoa.
In seconds, the building failed. 90 children and all 10 sisters died. Only Will, Albert, and Francis survived, all by catching hold of the same floating tree. Later, a rescuer found...
And that tree was the giving tree.
Interesting. Yes.
Later,
I think it's alive!
Yeah.
Oh no, I think this yonder tree we've been using as a boat is fucking alive!
Just use it until we kill it.
Later, a rescuer found one toddler's corpse on the beach. He tried lifting the child. A length of clothesline leaped from the sand, then tightened. He pulled the line. Another child emerged. The line continued into the sand. He uncovered 8 children and a nun. Sister Camillus...
Yeah, that's called the devil's anal beads.
I know. I was just going to say, you can also get a very similar butt plug at AdamandEve.com. The devil's anal beads. Just 8 kids tied to a fucking sheet.
In the very end of the
buried
nun,
in the
yeah.
sand. With the nun at the end. Well, you don't want it to go too deep into the devil's asshole. It could cause a real rupture in the old body there. Oh, well, good for him.
God.
What a find. What a find.
And so, the storm over with. The first telegram comes.
Very accurate.
First news from Galveston, just received by train which could get no closer to the bay shore than 6 miles, where prairie was strewn with debris and dead bodies. About 200 corpses counted from train. Large steamship stranded 2 miles inland. Nothing could be seen of Galveston. Loss of life and property undoubtedly most appalling. Weather clear and bright here with gentle southeast wind.
And on the bright side, we're getting a Gucci and dog. So that's exciting. Wow, that's very nice.
And here's what an old soldier, General McKibben, said.
I was still afraid of clouds.
Good. That's
Ever since I see a cloud, I threw my glove at it. I'm like, damn you, cloud! You ain't taking me! I'm the last man from Galveston.
The cloud just wanted to make him happy. It's very sad.
What are his real last words?
I'm an old soldier, General McKibben said later. I've seen many battlefields, but let me tell you that since I rode across the bay the other night and helped the man with the boat to steer to keep clear of the floating bodies of dead women and little children, I have not slept one single moment.
Son, General McKibben, 17 years old.
I've been watching a lot of Ken Burns lately.
I like it.
They stopped a man hurrying by who told them thousands of people have been killed.
Thousands of people have been killed. I gotta go. I have an audition for a Broadway show.
Is that the gay waiter that we thought drowned?
I never die.
I wonder whatever happened to that guy.
He went on to be the biggest Broadway star in the world.
The real Dame Judi Dench.
So many dead bodies were around that disposal crews known as dead gangs had begun burning bodies where they found them.
Cool. I want to be in a dead gang.
Yeah.
Throughout Saturday night, survivors turned gratefully toward a particularly solicitous and tall nun, only to find themselves staring into the stubbled face of a man in a nun's habit.
This is amazing. Men dressing like nuns now? This storm really fucked some shit up here in Texas.
Well, again, it's just the waiter. Like, finally. Aren't I beautiful?
Earl? Is that you? Gay waiter Earl?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but, I had a dream.
The dead gangs worked 30-minute shifts, and in between were allowed all the whiskey they needed to keep going.
Not the longest shifts I've ever heard.
Yeah,
the 30-minute shifts.
The stench from dead
It took me an hour to walk here from Brooklyn.
The stench from dead people and animals was so great that they couldn't work longer, one witness said. They worked in long sleeves and jackets and mohair pants.
That's horrible.
But did not let their discomfort show. They left their noses exposed. Burning did not seem much of an improvement over the parade of corpse-filled wagons. The idea of burning the bodies of men, women, and children,
I love a parade.
especially children, was jarring. It seemed like sacrilege.
Why did they burn them?
Cremation was a routine
It's the healthiest way to
mortuarial
do it.
service, was itself a brand new idea in America. In Galveston, the fires were everywhere. Emma Beale was 10 at the time of the storm, but watched a dead gang burn bodies at 37th and Avenue P, right near her house. As one body entered the fire, an arm shot up as if pointing into the sky. Emma screamed, but kept watching, and paid for it with nightmares that left her writhing in the dark.
You see, what you got to do if you have a lot of bodies is you put them in a big dumpster, and then you tie balloons to them, and then hopefully you get a good western wind so that they land in Mexico.
Yeah, it's like that movie
It's very
Up,
close
but
to
completely
Mexico.
sad.
Like the movie Up, yeah.
Yeah.
But filled with dead bodies. Imagine
Right.
that house was just chock full of dead,
Right.
like women and children.
There needs to be a
The men
Up.
seem to be fine. A lot of alive men in that story.
Oh, yeah.
I have
It's
a
like
feeling
they
just
climbed
killed.
upon the bodies of the women and the
It's
children.
possible. I would love if they did a movie version of Up with H.H. Holmes' house. That would be remarkable. The floating crematorium in the sky.
Every place it lands is like the world's most unlucky place.
And that's where they all died.
Black men were said to have begun looting bodies.
I think they're bringing racism into this.
Well, just let me finish,
All
goddammit.
right.
Chewing off fingers to gain access to diamond rings.
Well, now I know they are.
Then stuffing the fingers in their pockets. The nation's press took these stories as truth, then pumped them full of even more lurid details. On Thursday, September 13th, the Mobile, Alabama Daily Register, naturally, told its readers that 50 Negroes had been shot to death in Galveston. The ghouls, the newspaper reported, were holding an orgy over the dead.
I think they were burning the dead, right?
Yeah,
They
I
burn them
just
so they get
just
rid
none
of
of that was happening. Yeah,
That's very, very fun. But we did the
happened,
Miami
yeah.
zombies.
I just
so.
know that so many people. It would take a lot to chew the finger off of a hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't seem. It seemed like they kept the finger and not like the ring.
Yeah,
it's
it's
kind of
retarded.
bizarre.
Yeah.
but interesting.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
any
it-
excuse.
And in this storm, 8,000 souls perished, and half of the city of Galveston was destroyed.
When I go,
And
on,
it was safe until the 1990s when another one came and destroyed it again.
Yeah, when
Wow.
HAARP killed it for the second time.
Yeah,
Galveston keeps on coming back.
I know when I write the story of this hurricane, I'll remember all the faces that I saw and lost. And I knew that we stood strong and proud. When the waves came and the winds came, I sat in the dark and I played BioShock, watching the rain pitter-patter, pitter-patter, pitter-patter on my windowsill. I'll never forget that night. I ate 2 legs of chicken and a chicken I made. Drank a couple bottles of whiskey. It was hard. Hurricane Sandy will always lie in our memories as a sort of mediocre set of days we all got pretty drunk.
Oh, God, it is good to live in the future.
Thank God we don't live back then anymore.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
you should read the rest of the... I mean, that was...
So that's
just
Isaac
a few...
Storm.
Yeah,
it's Zion Storm. Just pick it up at...
Zion is racist Storm.
It's a really... It's a great book. It's about, like, Isaac Klein and his brother Joseph, who were competing meteorologists in the same town. And how their fuck-ups tended to kill quite a few people.
I threw my shit up in the air the other day. It went straight up down. That means we got a storm coming. What'd you do?
So just be careful. Too. Like, I think this is important. Like, if you live in a coastline, move away from there. You're going to die there.
That is true. I don't know why, so many people chose to stay in their homes. There's some people in the Jersey Shore that did. Get the fuck out of there when the government is making a storm.
Because they don't want you to move. No one wants you to evacuate because all you do is inconvenience the rest of the city. Right. If they tell you that you have to evacuate, it means you will probably die if you don't.
The government made the storm. The government's telling you to get out of there. Get on out of there.
Because Rockaway now, that's one of the coolest stories that came out of it. Down, like, one of these places, it was devastated. I remember growing up on Rockaway Beach. That was our beach we used to go to. The whole boardwalk is gone.
That must have been a real sweet sight when your family went swimming.
Should have seen me the time that I did not put sunscreen on and got second and third degree burns all over my back.
Like John Candy in Summer Rental.
Yes, it was pretty horrible. But that whole area is gone, and now it's being protected by, like, roving teams of vigilantes that, like, you see that picture on the post of the guy with the bow and arrow? Like, these people are protecting themselves from looting with guns and knives and bows and arrows. This guy is perched up on a power tower, like trying to fend off people using a bow and arrow.
Cool.
It is happening. It is getting real out there.
Nice.
The apocalypse is coming. It's being done by our government. It's done by the reptile Barack Obama.
Yeah.
And everyone just needs to get a helmet. Buy a helmet.
Well, I disagree. I think he's just a reptilian puppet, but that's fine. We don't agree on everything.
And I know this is a much bigger can of worms, but the world is ending in like a month and 2 weeks.
I'm going to try ecstasy, I think.
Well, your world will end anyway. All right. Well, this has been great. Thanks, Marcus.
Thank you.
Great story.
Thank you.
You're a
really
beautiful
good
man.
storytelling.
Thank you.
Yes.
You have a sexy, sultry voice.
Thank you.
I've been told that my voice sounds educated but annoying.
Speaking of sexy,
I won
sultry,
I won scholarships for it in high school.
I was an actor.
Yeah.
and a waiter.
It was not acting. It was called oral interpretation.
Hey, I bet you're good
Oh
at
my
that.
God! How many dicks did you suck with that?
None, but I did get $6,000.
Not bad.
What?
Yeah.
Not bad.
$6,000?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a lot of Twinkies.
That's
coming from this guy. That's how I judge my money.
It's a hell of a lot of Twinkies or butt plugs from AdamandEve.com.
AdamandEve.com.
So go there.
Code
sure to-
CCR.
CCR. Code CCR.
That's great.
Lube. Everyone needs lube.
Yeah, get lube. Get some bra things. I don't know what you buy.
I don't know what
I'm
girls
not
do.
an erotic
Get
person.
some teeth.
No.
Get some
sex teeth.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds saucy.
Get one of those zip-up leather masks and like a weird fucking horse costume you could put all over your balls.
All right, well, we know what Henry's getting, so that's enough. All right, we're ending this off. Marcus Parks, Ben Kissel, thank you, Henry. Henry,
Put on a tinfoil hat and be careful of low emission energy waves
Absolutely.
because they're trying to depress you.
And if you're feeling sad, it's not because your fucking girlfriend or boyfriend left you. The government is fucking with you.
the government is fucking with you.
Remember that.
Hi-oh me!
Hi-oh Geen!
Magustalations.
Talk about regrets. We all know someone who's been in a car accident and said, I don't need to call a lawyer, only to regret it after their pain and damages were worse than expected. When someone hurts you, you deserve to be compensated fairly. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm, fighting for the people for over 35 years. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com/podcast. That's forthepeople.com/podcast. Their fee is free unless they win.
Hi, listeners. Marcus, Ed, and Henry here. It's a little bit of an announcement.
You loving all the episodes of Last Podcasts on the Left lately? Well, listen, now you can get even more from us.
Squeeze it out of us. If you want to hear new episodes ad-free and unlock access to Last Podcast on the Left 7 days early, subscribe to SiriusXM Podcast Plus on Apple Podcasts or visit SiriusXM.com/Podcast Plus to start your free trial today. Do it.